Well, let's shift our focus from the superpowers and let's talk about one United States enemy that is living in shadows today. The one enemy that is hiding behind but still is very, very dangerous. Well, the story is explosive because it attacks America's image in West Asia at a very emotional and ideological level. The Iran-backed Houthis have accused the United States of economically plundering Iraq and benefiting from Iranian oil wealth, while ordinary Iraqis they continue living through poverty, instability, corruption, unemployment, and political chaos. That accusation, it has reopened very painful wounds across the region. Many Iraqis still feel that their country became the battlefield for foreign powers after the Iraq War. Entire generations grew up with what? Surrounded by bombs, militia, occupation, violence, economic collapse, and constant instability. And now, anti-America group, they are using those memories strategically once again. Their leader, Abdul Malik al-Houthi, he called for boycott of Western and Israeli products, urging all the Muslim countries should stop financially supporting nations that believe are harming the Islamic world here. This is not only political messaging anymore. It is ideological warfare mixed with economic pressure. Well, social media campaigns, speeches, propaganda videos, online influencers and emotional narrative, they all are becoming major weapon in modern conflict. Groups aligned against America, they are trying to convince ordinary people that Washington profits from West Asian instability instead of solving it. Well, no judgment here, but whether it is fully accurate or exaggerated, whatever it is. But these narratives spread quickly among population already frustrated over Gaza, sanction, inflation, unemployment, rising tension involving Iran. And wait, timing matters here, and that too a lot. These accusations are emerging exactly when anti-American anger is already growing because of fear surrounding a larger regional war. And that creates a second battlefield for Washington. The battle for public opinion, because modern wars are no longer fought only with bombs and missiles. They are fought through narrative, perception, social media influence, and emotional storytelling. And the bigger damage for America, it may not only be military resistance, but losing credibility among millions of young people across West Asia who increasingly see Washington through a lens of distrust and anger. Now, speaking of America's military strength, for years, American drones symbolized absolute military dominance, right? The MQ-9 Reaper became one of the most feared weapons in modern warfare. Silent, precise, deadly, and capable of targeting enemies from a long distance. Countries feared hearing that sound in the sky because it often meant destruction was moments away. But now Iran claims that it is successfully turning America's prized drone fleet into burning wreckage. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, reports suggest that between 24 to 30 MQ-9 Reaper, they were destroyed since tension escalated with Iran. This is even partially true, then this becomes one of the biggest embarrassments in modern American history. Why? Because financial loss alone, it could approach $1 billion, but the symbolic damage, it may be even greater. America spent decades building an image of an overwhelming technological superiority. The idea was simple. American systems were supposed to dominate weaker enemies through unmatched precision and advanced capabilities. But Iran appears to be adapting rapidly. Military experts, they believe that Tehran may be using layered air defenses, radar tracking, electronic warfare, cyber interference, and missile ambush just to challenge these drones. Suddenly, weapons once viewed as nearly untouchable are looking vulnerable. And the entire world is kind of studying this very carefully. China is studying, Russia is studying, North Korea is also studying. Even successful Iranian interception, it sends a message that American military technology may not be invisible as many once believed. Some analysts say that this war is exposing a larger transformation in warfare itself. Future conflicts may no longer depend only on expensive super weapons, but now it is dependent on mass production, affordability, and sustainability. Wait, can you imagine destroying a drone worth tens of millions of dollars using a much cheaper missile? Economically, that becomes devastating over time. In the meantime, Pentagon officials are unlikely to publicly admit the full scale of losses, though, because military perception, it matters a lot in geopolitics. America's power depends not only on weapons but also on the belief that those weapons guarantee superiority. Once that image it starts cracking publicly, rivals become more confident. And perhaps the most dangerous question again tonight is, if America's advanced drone system are struggling against Iran now, what happens during an even larger conflict involving Russia and China in near future?